Hello, hello, hello.
Going on, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. We back with episode 16. I'm feeling good. It's a good number.
How was that a good number?
I don't know, it's just personal to me. If someone wants to do a deep dive on why that number matters, I just think it's a good number. Good day of the month.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. All right, what's up, man? Yeah, welcome back, man. We back out for it's crazy. It feels like it's so much longer, but it's really only been like a week without an episode. So I guess that should tell you just like how much stuff happens in the world over the course of a week, especially when it comes to like a podcast. But yeah, definitely good to be back, man. We recording this at the Monday morning. Stock market open, stuff jumping, whole lot of news, whole lot of new stuff to cover this week. We definitely missed out on a lot of very, very this has been a whole lot going on over this past week, man. It's been a ton of stuff between this AP swatch situation, all these different companies reporting earnings, IPOs. SpaceX is targeting the IPO for June. We got GTA 6 pre-ordered. It's been a whole lot of stuff going on, man. But yeah, we definitely glad to be back for sure. Yeah, ready to go ahead and jump right in, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. The views expressed on this podcast are strictly our own and do not represent our employers or any affiliated organizations. We are not financial advisors, tax professionals, or legal experts. We're sharing our personal perspectives and deconstructing these industries in real time, but none of this is professional advice. Always do your own due diligence and consult with qualified professionals before making major moves. We're learning out loud. Join us, but the moves you make are your own. So without further ado, like Michael said, it's a lot going on. So we're going to jump into the Cerebras IPO. The AI hardware race goes public.
Yeah, man. So just for my folks that may not be familiar with Cerebras, what they do, they recently had an IPO. Again, stands for initial public offering. It was one of the largest ever tech IPOs ever, and they are like a kind of like a direct competitor than to Nvidia, which is like a pretty tall task considering they're the largest company in the world by like a pretty decent margin. Yeah, so they closed their first day trading on Wall Street with a market cap just below 100 billion. So that puts it near a few of the companies that close above that mark, such as Meta, Alibaba. They did close 10% lower on Friday after its first full day of trading, which usually happens with IPOs. It's usually like a bit of like a rug pull towards the end, but when I checked, bro, they shot up. I think they opened at like 180 at one point. They were trading at like 360, 370 a share. So yeah, they just like some quick information, like what you need to know about Cerebras. I forgot what their ticker is. I believe it's like it's CBRS. Yeah, CBRS. They make a different type of chip than the classic NVIDIA GPU. It's like the size of a dinner plate. Is actually like pretty big, and so they build the largest chips in the semiconductor industry. And so big chips, what you need to know is that they process more information in less time and they deliver results more quickly. And so up until now, NVIDIA, they've been winning the AI chip race because its GPUs serve as kind of like the base of, the general purpose workhorses. They're really good at kind of like parallel math necessary for training large language models. But now we're in a new era, bro. We're past chatbots and people just, typing stuff on the ChatGPT and getting answers back. Well, now we're in more of a agentic kind of powered era where agents and AI are working on behalf of us with a set of directions and they go out and do their own things. So now it's not just training and getting a ton of data. It's about inference, right? So it's about AI being able to understand directions and natural language processing to go out and do stuff on our behalf without us even a touch of finger. So like extensions like Codex and Claude Cowork and Claude Code, like all these things that just go out and like just do stuff on our desktop when we're away. This is where stuff is heading now, right? So training teaches AI, teaches the AI models to learn from patterns and large amounts of data. Inference uses the AI to make decisions based on new information. So that's kind of like the key difference. But yeah, man, it's I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's gonna be it's like this year,
IPO season.
this IPO season. Might be and like I said, not that we've been around for that long, but this is probably the craziest season of IPO and just companies that are coming out in maybe ever, like in a very, very long time.
I think it might be ever, man, because companies IPOing with these valuations,
bro, it is,
and,
bro.
and I don't know. I gotta say, it's interesting too. You said they make bigger chips. I know everyone was pushing for the smaller chips, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to see that they're making chips the size of a dinner plate. And that's what people are looking for, because you would think people want compact machinery. You have to think about robotics and where we're going in the future. You want that to take up as little space as possible. And that's why I thought, TSMC was going so big, because they keep making smaller chips, and everyone wants a smaller processing but increased power. So the fact that they're making bigger ones, it just makes you think like where the different uses and applications. And I don't know, it's interesting to see that's there.
Nah, no doubt. And just for like everyone else, it's just kind of like awareness. Like what me and Tom's talking about here, as far as like these upcoming IPOs and these crazy companies that are coming out. Just to name a few, SpaceX, Elon Musk's company, is valued at a whopping 1.7 to $2 trillion in valuation. Like that's the largest. There are companies that have been around. I'm talking about established companies that have been around for a minute and have not, like, I don't. Micron isn't even a $1 trillion market cap company yet. Like there are a lot of companies out there that haven't even touched or cracked 1 trillion, and we're talking about IPOing. We're talking about a company that's coming out IPOing at, what I'm saying, at 2 trillion. So SpaceX's IPO, that would put it above companies, or even in the same kind of, like, it'd be worth more than Broadcom, than Tesla, than Meta, than Saudi Aramco, Samsung, Walmart, Berkshire Hathaway, Eli Lilly, SK Hynix, JP Morgan, Micron, AMD, Exxon, Visa, ASML, Johnson & Johnson, Intel, Oracle, MasterCard, Caterpillar, Chevron, Netflix. Like, you hear the companies I'm naming, and these are like very well-known, very established companies that have had a history of dominance in their specific sectors. We're talking about a company that's coming out 2 trillion like that. Like this, and that's just one company, right? So we're also talking about, we have Databricks is coming out, OpenAI obviously coming out with their crazy IPO valuation, Anthropic, Anduril, Stripe, right? Like there are like this set of companies, like, and just like what, like these set of companies and the technology that they're focusing on in the sectors that they're in. This is just unprecedented in regard to like innovation coming out in one season all at one time. I've personally never seen anything like this before, and it's like, I know there's a level of kind of caution that people, like to have when it comes to these IPOs. Because a lot of times, like, I think if you're familiar with like the Figma IPO that happened a few months ago, right? Like people were in Figma, joined, like, it was up crazy one day, went right back down to the red the next day, right? So it's like, I think you do have to have a level of caution, but it's like companies like these, I don't know, man.
Also, we got to warn people, man. Obviously, like, when you do get an IPO, it's recommended that you hold. Mind you, we're not financial advisors, but it's recommended you hold for a long term, because, like Malcolm said, there is a lot of up and down. But look at companies that IPO, like Apple, Microsoft, Google, or Alphabet, and if you get the IPO, you're not worried about those immediate up and downs, because in the first 90 days to 6 months, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but there's like a time frame with people who held it privately. They have to wait before they can sell to cash out. So then you kind of want to wait for all that to pass. You want to wait for things to smooth out. But that's why a lot of people recommend just not even buying in until that point happens. But just to put it into perspective, I just did a quick search. I mean, I was seeing top 10 lists, but Google AI, Gemini is telling me the top 13 companies, right? So there are only 13 companies worth $1 trillion or more. Malcolm named a lot of them, but I'm just going to run down that list from highest valuation to least. Highest is NVIDIA, ranging from 4.6 to $5.2 trillion. I don't know why that's, I guess, mind you, this is Gemini, compiled information. NVIDIA, Alphabet, aka Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, TSM, Broadcom, Saudi Aramco, Meta Platforms, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, Eli Lilly, and Walmart. And Walmart is only 1 trillion. Think about how long Walmart's been around in the monopoly, not a monopoly, they don't have a monopoly, but the hold that they have in their industry. Also, just food for thought, I did a search over this weekend, and the US dollar is only the 10th strongest currency in the world. Number one strongest currency is Kuwait, over 3 times more value than the US dollar. It's like 3.2627 when I last checked. Their money for money for every US dollar. And you might wonder how that's connected, but it ties in here, because you have to think about what your money looks like globally. And I mentioned the country. I don't know what Saudi Aramco is, but I have to assume it's from that region. I mean, literally the top 3 or 4 countries with the strongest dollar.
They're a petroleum.
Petroleum?
Yeah, petroleum company. They're like yeah.
See, I mean, that makes sense, because literally, if you look up the top strongest dollars in the world, the top 3 or 4 are all from like oil countries, right? Like it's like the value is there, versus in America, if you want to have that type of spending power, you just have to accumulate more cash because, I mean, we as a country, we don't really produce much other than companies, products, tech. Like that is what we produce. It's not like a natural resource that makes America super valuable that we're giving out. I mean, we have oil, but apparently the oil in the Middle East is more valuable. I guess that they have more. I don't know all the history behind that, but just putting that out there, man.
Yeah, I
Gotta
mean,
invest.
I know, like, I mean, we're not like I know that we are like I know, like for crude oil, we're definitely like towards the top, and also I know that like for agriculture, I think like corn and soybeans,
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
we're big at, and I think also like for I think we also have a pretty big like I know like biotech. And like some pharmaceuticals, I think we'd be considered like a leader in, and obviously like now with Nvidia and AMD and Intel and stuff, we probably are the leader in like semiconductor and microchips and definitely like software companies for sure. But, I mean, definitely Taiwan is probably the leader as far as like actually fabricating and making. Like they control, I think, like 90% of like the market share when it comes to like designing the actual chips. Now, US definitely got some. It may not be as like as well known as some other countries. No, we definitely got some heavy hitters, but not like you said, bro. It's just like it's such a and it's so tough right now because like it's like I feel sorry for people. Like it's like I feel bad enough for myself, but it's like, bro, imagine like the next generation after us, bro, what the market's gonna be like just to get in, right? It's already expensive enough
yeah,
trying to buy a share of something right now, but it's like our kids and our kids, how much it's going to cost for them to
it's
buy a
over.
share of the S&P of SPY, right? Like it's going to be like time we got kids, it's going to be sitting at like 1,000. Like it's going to just get so much. Like it's just the market just been sitting at all time highs for like the last, and it just keeps on going up and up and up, and it's just like it's so crazy. Like kind of like seeing this data because it's like we are in the textbook definition of a K-shaped economy right now, right? Like it's like markets at all-time highs. Our return on investments are looking like just crazier than they ever have before. But it's like it just doesn't feel like that because like I told you the other day, I just went to the gas pump and paid $65 to fill up my Kia, bro. I take 87, bro. $5 to fill up my Kia, and it's just like you go to the grocery store, beef, eggs, chicken, crazy steak. Yeah, I don't even think about trying to get a steak. A steak, like you feel me? Like it's just like people see these returns, but it doesn't feel like we're winning or we're like the strongest economy in the world right now. Like like and that kind of definitely just leads into like another topic I want to talk about. That kind of summit with Trump and Z in Beijing. Like I've seen kind of like a lot of what do you call it? Like kind of like I guess like news and pieces about. I know I think I saw one piece that like China will buy like 17 billion of US agricultural products through 2028. They're also going to buy like a bunch of like Boeing planes and stuff like that. Um, but it's crazy, bro, because like it looked like the conglomerate of like tech giants and people that he brought with him, all to kind of like voice their concerns or proposals or whatever it is they had. You could argue that our president probably had the least amount of power in that room, um, over any of those other guys like Jensen, Tim Cook, Bezos, Elon. Like you could argue they have more power than and more influence than what do you call it? White House man, right? Like it's just
Man, what J. Cole said. Some folks make millions, others make memes. The White House is making memes.
I'm actually getting so
You
I'm
know,
actually getting so tired of it, bro. So did you see the? I know you saw the. Did you see the James Bond one?
nah, I didn't see the James Bond one.
I got it,
I
bro.
didn't.
This is some of the worst I've ever like. This is actually some of the, like I gotta show you this one. This one is actually this might be worse than
I
this
haven't
might be
followed the White
worse than.
House since 2016, bro.
Let me find their Twitter.
They keep just popping up on my timeline, like trolling.
Bro, it's the thing. It's so unfunny. Like it's just not like they're not memes. It's not because it's not funny, bro. Like nobody's. Let me see if I can find this joint, bro. Yeah, here we go. Make America. Oh my god, I'm tired of this. Let me see if I can share my screen real quick.
The White House
Um,
page and the VOT page, pretty
like
similar.
what are you talking? Like look at this, bro. Are you saying this?
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Because they had retweet. I guess they had quoted tweets. So they're talking about like there was a tweet about auditions have officially begun to find the next James Bond. And then they quote tweeted it with this.
Why are we showing the U.S. president dressed like a gangster holding a suppressed pistol?
And why do they make him this skinny? It's ridiculous. Like this is what we're like, and it's like all the comments are just Epstein, bro. It's just trolls, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's yeah. That like this is more like it. This is more like
Yeah.
it for sure. Yeah, I need to know what's going. Yeah, let me go ahead. Yeah, like we're trolled. Yeah, this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not a serious administration. It's not a serious.
Just in case, this really is like The Boys. I know you haven't watched it, but just in case
It's not even a parody, bro.
it's just in case like Homelander in real life is gonna go and find me and do me harm because I laughed. You don't know what I was laughing at. Who's to say I was laughing at the president of the United States in these pictures? It was just a variety of images. So I'm not talking trash about the president of the United States right here.
Yeah,
I'm just viewing.
he's
I'm not
still
creating.
gonna find you, bro.
No, I didn't talk trash. I'm not talking trash. I mean, The Boys is pretty accurate so far. So I don't want the feds pulling up to my door because I laughed at a meme. I don't want that.
Yeah,
I
bro.
pay
It's
taxes.
this is scary times, bro. Like, hold on. Oh my god.
Something else just happened.
Yeah, actually, bro.
Like just now.
He just made
What do you do?
he made an Iceman edit.
A new one?
Okay, yeah. Let's this just can't. This is
Are
hot
we
off the
allowed to
press.
show this on the pod? Like, is it appropriate?
Yeah, no, it's appropriate, but this is like
Okay.
I'm talking. This is like hot off the press. Like my boy just sent me this. Wow. Like you can't make this up, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Bro, we're so cooked, man.
Nah, we are.
Like we're actually battling multiple diseases right now, and
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
whole nother. Like, let's see if we can. So President Trump is going viral for dropping a Drake Iceman edit to the White House TikTok. Let's see what he's talking about. Wait, my fault. I know you can't see the.
yeah, say click the exit. Come on, man. But yet, if I make an edit like that at MLK, then I'm highlighting a domestic terrorist. Okay, right.
Yeah, like you can like it's crazy, bro. We said this last episode, but like shows like The Boys, like they can't even make it any more far fetched than what we're actually going through right now. They can't make it any more of a parody than what it is.
People are
This is
actually
jokes,
mad at
bro.
it.
This is jokes.
It can't be serious, bro. Why are we highlighting? What happened to police business? Well, that's not even police business. I don't know what that is. What happened to federal operations being something serious, like orchestrated? I mean, granted, they were never 100% fair. I mean, you can look back at what they did. It's like Black Panther Party and what J. Edgar Hoover was doing. I mean, that guy was that guy was something. But like, this is just unprecedented, bro. Imagine 10 years ago somebody doing this. Not even 5 years ago. Man, what if Biden was posting up talking about he was arresting illegal immigrants, throwing them on the ground like this? They would have crucified him and said that's not godlike and blah blah blah.
That's ridiculous, man. Like it's we could go on about this for days, bro. But like it doesn't stop. The memes don't stop. The lack of accountability doesn't stop. You know, I don't want to sit here and make this a political rant. This isn't the Joe Rogan.
It's not even political, bro. And they try to say America isn't racist. Racism doesn't exist. Bro, we have people, there are groups preparing for a race war against Black people. I literally can't open up social media and see a post with a Black person in it without hate and vitriol in the comment. Literally every single post. It could be a family gathering. It could be a basketball game. It could be the most peaceful thing. I literally saw a video where it was like the average Black American family, and it showed a lot of families that I actually grew up seeing. It was a mom that worked in a corporate job, a dad worked in a corporate job, brothers, sister, went to school, good kids. And then people in the comments were saying 0.0000001% of Black families are average PG family, 0.05% of PG. I'm like, man, like, sure, it was very Maryland coded, but I'm like, that's still more common than people think. People just think all Black people are like high blood sugar, diabetic, can't read, can't write, can't walk, can't talk. Like the stuff is ridiculous, man. And that's why I have to plead with my people to like stop doing certain. I'm sick of seeing these videos from PG and Navy Yard and DC. Like I'm sick of seeing these videos.
Chipotle video,
bro. Yes, they were in there throwing hands in the Chipotle.
Nah, they was throwing chairs.
Like I'm talking about, like pick the chair up.
And it's crazy. If you've ever watched the Boondocks, that isn't. You know the episode I'm talking about where they throw the chairs and people just start rioting?
I think so. I rewatched that show recently.
It is an entire Boondocks episode that just painted out what we just saw. Why am I so dark? I look dark.
I think see if you can get your camera to focus on you. It might be focusing on like the wall or something.
Yeah,
it's getting brighter now.
Oh, okay, that's a bet. All right, that's tough. But yeah, it's an entire Boondocks episode. And it's like when you throw a chair, it just starts everything. Like it starts the chaos, right? And it's just like I saw that, and it's just like, bro, we have to stop. We have to be civilized because all it was in the comments, it was just people calling us thugs and coon, like every word every slur you can think of.
Incompatible with society.
Yeah, all of that, bro. So it's just like, hey man, just don't give these people any more ammunition than you have to.
Please.
But yeah, bro. It's let's go ahead and move on, man. We can jump to a couple things, man. It's I don't know if you've been following the Musk Elon versus OpenAI, that entire kind of like lawsuit whole trial situation.
Yeah,
Um
a little bit, a little bit.
It's so I'm gonna mind you, this guy's already about to be the world's first trillionaire, and he's still. So I'll just kind of sum things up for folks that may not be familiar. This is Elon Musk versus OpenAI. They're in a trial right now, um, and so they're in federal court in Oakland, California right now. And so what Elon is asking for, he's asking for up to $134 billion in damages from OpenAI and Microsoft, which his lawyers called wrongful gains. He wants the removal of Sam Altman and Greg Brockman from their leadership roles at OpenAI, the unwinding of OpenAI's 2025 recapitalization that completed its for-profit conversion, and then reversal of OpenAI's nonprofit to for-profit transition entirely. I guess Elon's argument is that he donated approximately $38 million to OpenAI early on, based on assurances that it would remain a nonprofit dedicated to AI safety for humanity's benefit. We know that's not the case now. He claims that Altman and Brockman duped him into funding what became an $850 billion private company, stealing a charity, in his words. He argues that OpenAI failed to open source its technology as promised, deprioritized safety, and violated nonprofit customs. And he's basically arguing that everybody at OpenAI that's dumping out these shares, getting millions, they basically enrich themselves at his expense. And OpenAI's counter argument is that they never made explicit commitments to Elon about keeping the nonprofit structure permanent. They argue that Musk's donations were spent properly, and that Musk only filed the lawsuit after he launched his own competing AI company, XAI, implying the lawsuit is competitive sabotage, not principled objection. And OpenAI's attorney told the jury directly he never cared about the nonprofit structure. What he cared about was winning. And Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, he testified that Musk had pushed for majority control of OpenAI, including a proposal to merge it with Tesla and make himself the CEO, and the OpenAI board declined. Mind you, this guy is already the wealthiest, the richest guy on the planet by a wide margin, once again. And he is going to war about, and I mean, I go lie, I'd be sick too if something that I invested in turned into the largest AI company in the world. I mean, and I'm not getting a dime or whatever, however it is working out for him, but I'd be sick too. But it's like it gets to a point, bro. Like when does your greed stop?
He gotta have some shares too. Like, it's gotta be profitable for him somehow. That $38 million investment
I was
didn't
say
just disappear.
it's no way he didn't get a dime back, bro. Like
And I don't know if you saw the messages, but someone showed me the Reddit that had all the texts that were like exposed in court because they had to like bring on all these documents. It was messages between Sam Altman and some people, like his like I guess C-suite level people, because the board was trying to kick him off, and like he was talking about, hey, like does like he was calling out to other CEOs' names, like, hey, did they like let me talk? Did you guys talk to them? Let me talk to this person. Like he was saying, like, what does the board think? Like they text literally just like an average person, and I think people it needs to be demystified, like how people think CEOs and all these people are like not human. Like they're literally human just like us. They just operate at a different level. They're literally just like you and me, except they just have more money and more stakes
yeah,
at play. So like if we do a bad job, we get fired. Like a part of a company might struggle, but they'll be back on their feet soon. They do a bad job, company might go under. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
and Elon, what he's doing here, it's like Malcolm said. Like I get it, but I mean, also on the other side, like you don't get to where he is without being a certain way. Like people like at that level, you don't get to where you are by being nice and letting things slide and like you get there by pretty much cooking everyone. I mean, and people said stuff about Elon, like he's not the most moral dude. I mean, even if you look at the race and misogynistic complaints coming out of his company, like it's pretty bad over there. Allegedly. I'm just this is hearsay. I could be wrong. Just look it up. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, it's nasty work over there. I wonder how that's because I think I read recently that their OpenAI is probably gonna be like, I mean, their IPO is gonna be like put on the back end, like pushed out a lot further because their chief financial officer was like they're not ready whatsoever.
OpenAI.
Mhm. They
Yeah, I'm
were
sure
like
they're not.
they're not ready.
They don't make money.
They don't,
Like
but it's like Anthropic is eating their lunch money, bro.
Anthropic. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people switching up on Anthropic now. Also, this kind of relates to the news. So if people haven't heard, a large company recently announced that they're moving away from offering Claude Code as a model internally, and that they're moving to something else. And I've seen a lot of conversation about it. And people are saying like Claude Code was cool a year ago, but now it's like all these other things are getting better. They're saying certain platforms like the OpenAI models are better, but I don't know. Claude Code, it's hard to say right now because Claude Code could be the thing now, but who's to say in a year it's not going to be something else?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and even if you look at Anthropic and like their job postings, a lot of them have like this. If you read the fine print at the bottom of all of the job descriptions, it's like this position may not exist a year from now. Like they are very well aware of the fact that they are at a like inflection point in AI, bro. It's just like no, like, but it's like if I read that, but I see that, bro, they pay their base salary be like 350K, ridiculous equity. That's just like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not too worried about that fine print, bro. Like
You're
it's
going to work for
crazy.
that 350 though.
You
It's
feel me?
going to
Like
be
it's different, bro. But
80 hours a week.
yeah. No, it's
But I getting how much every 2 weeks would that be? It's like 10,000 every 2 weeks.
ridiculous. I mean, California tax is probably eating a big chunk of that, but it's just like, dang, like that's still ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous, bro.
Oh, yeah, Cali taxes. Yeah, you're getting oh,
Telling you,
that's
bro. Like
that's
it's we remember them very, very well. Actually, my boy, he just started his um
full time with Apple
no, yeah, he's just started his internship at Apple today.
internship.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Isaiah, man. He's he don't even know he don't even know what's coming, man.
He gonna get that paycheck. See, 50% gone off the top.
Okay, I told him that. I was like, be prepared, bro. When you see them taxes come in, you see 41% going to the state of California. Just be okay. Like just know you're gonna be okay, bro.
Top ramen didn't go anywhere, man. He'll have food. It's it's hard out here, and that speaks to another point, man. Like people, I understand people making six figures may not have as much room to complain as somebody making 20, 30K, but there is something to be said that costs are going up. Like I was looking at a house recently, the price more than doubled over the last 10 years. Salaries have not more than doubled. You look at everything is going up. So 100K
Wages.
wages are not the same. Like 100,000 might have been great money. Then in a place like maybe not great, but in a place like California, 100K was probably like LA probably would have been decent. But I remember in 2022, they said you need $114,000 just to live comfortably by yourself in
That's by
2022.
yourself. That's with no dependents, no family, no kids, no nothing. It's a
Yeah, so
tall task, man.
it's cooked, and that's people who, and that's why, like, I'm not saying like anyone should feel bad for other people, but it's like before you judge somebody complaining who makes more than you, like there's a lot to consider there. Like I wouldn't be right to look at someone making 200,000 a year and say that they're complaining for not having more and that saying they're struggling when I don't know their situation. They could be single parent, have multiple like kids at home, house to pay for. 200,000 is not covering all that, depending on where you live. If you live in West Virginia, sure, that'll cover that. But if you live LA, New York, not even in a city, in a suburb, like that's not covering that. So everything is in a perspective. Yeah, it's just it's rough out here, man. Going back to the investment point earlier, we've said this before because I was recently talking about this with someone. If you don't have money to buy a full share because things are getting expensive, put $5, $10 in every now and then, every few weeks. You'll see how it changes. You can see that 5 turn to 10. And then I always feel like, oh, I wish I had more money. I wish I had more money to do that. At least you're doing something. You're always going to wish you had more money. I bet Elon Musk probably wishes he had more money to invest because the 100 million he saw turn to 500 million, he was probably thinking I could have turned 1 billion into 5 billion and 10 billion into 50. Like you just have to start somewhere.
Yeah. No, that's
I don't know what I would do if I got a billion. I'm not gonna say I'm giving it all away off the rip, but I don't need a
I'm
billion.
giving out. I'm donating a good amount
No,
to
I would
charity or to my community, bro. Like
100%. No, I think what I would do. There's a lot I want to do with the community, not just giving away things. I actually want to build things because I think when you give people money, like charity, you don't have as much control over how it's used. So if you have a billion, you can actually build schools and facilities and like set people up to hire good staff. And like I would do things like that, make sure I'm straight, family straight, and then everything else I probably just give away. Like I wouldn't need $1 billion, or I don't know. I don't want to say just give it away. I would intelligently give it away, like or like over a period of time, like what's his name, Bezos' ex-wife is doing.
yeah. Yeah, nah, it's nah, she be looking out though, bro. Like her donations to HBCUs, bro, like she be looking out.
She probably personally kept a lot of schools like up and running because the government wasn't doing it.
She be looking out, bro. I definitely respect her because she don't got no favoritism either. Like every 2 weeks, I see Some going to Prairie A&M, some going to Howard, some going to A&T, some going to Morgan State. Like she be looking out for sure though, bro. Nah, that's what's up, bro. We didn't get a chance. I don't think we didn't have an episode last week, so we didn't get to talk about this right when it came out. I wanted to talk about this the Supreme Court guiding the Voting Rights Act.
We talked about that the week before, though.
We did?
Yeah.
When the ruling actually became true?
Yeah, episode 15, we talked about it a little bit. We talked about how they were redoing the lines and stuff. I mean, there's been like a bunch of changes. I think we talked about it. I know it was specifically Memphis that had just happened. They got rid of the only black congressional district in Memphis.
Yeah, I'm talking about this is the one for Louisiana. With the 6-3 vote.
Or maybe that one. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
yeah.
there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, bro. Let me see. Basically, like, yeah, backstory for everybody. On April 29th, 2026, the Supreme Court issued a 6-3 ruling in Louisiana versus, I think it was Calias, that civil rights organizations are calling one of the most consequential setbacks to black political power in an entire generation. Mind you, I didn't want to talk about the guy that's supposed to be losing or but nah, like yeah, like the guy that's like what's his name? The black Supreme Court justice, bro, that don't
Oh,
ever be looking out for us.
yeah, Uncle Tom.
Yeah, bro. Like, forgot. I didn't want to know his name.
Yeah.
What's his name? Tom? Is it Tom? No, it's not. Actually,
Yeah, let's look it up before we say something incorrect.
yeah, Clarence Thomas, bro.
Clarence. Nice. Good job,
Clarence
Clarence.
Thomas. Yeah. Nah. So
And they got rid
essentially,
of Ketanji Brown, right?
yeah, I believe so. No, I think isn't he still currently?
She's still up there, is she?
It's only been 3 black Supreme Court justices ever.
You know what? And this great people, not to cut you off, but I seen a video.
She's on there. My fault. Go ahead.
I saw a video where people said black people want more power in the system. You're only ever been 10 to 15% of the population. Have more babies. Well, that's not. Even if you look at hundreds of years, the fact that there's only been 3, that doesn't even make sense. Like 3 in all of U.S. history. Even if you are 10 to 15%, that those numbers don't add up. And then you can't say have more babies. You slapping horrible economic conditions in every community and throwing. Well, I'm not going to get into. I'm not going to bring up the other thing, but yeah, just not making it good.
Yeah.
I'll say that. And also, they say how are black people losing rights by taking the power away? You take away people's power, and I mean, it doesn't even just affect black people too. Like it's not like it's black only people, like people live in these areas, or that only black people have certain opinions and want certain things. Like everyone who wants to have a fair chance to vote is getting screwed over. Yeah,
Cut, bro. So they what this decision essentially does the Louisiana situation, it effectively dismantles Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, the primary federal tool that has been used for 60 years to fight racial discrimination in elections and protect majority black congressional districts, right? So what the court ruled in a 6-3 decision, they struck down Louisiana's majority black map and they changed the legal standards under Section 2 in ways that will make future VRA cases way, way, way harder to win. So this, it modified the legal test from Thornburg versus Gingles, which is 1986, which had been the foundation of VRA enforcement for 4 decades. So now all illustrative maps by Section 2 plaintiffs as evidence must now meet all of the jurisdiction's political objectives, including partisan goals. So it means you can't just be aligned to one side. So now states can use partisan gerrymandering as a defense against racial gerrymandering claims. This permits states to gut minority districts by framing the intent as political rather than racial, even when practical effect is identical. So yeah, like they and it's ridiculous because the court moved with an immediate speed. They usually have a 32-day waiting period before taking effect, but the court granted an immediate finalization of the opinion at the request of the white plaintiff voters, so Louisiana could draw a new map in time for the 2026 elections.
this reminds me of Daredevil. For all my people who watch Daredevil Born Again season 2, it's just like that.
And the only person that was against it was Ketanji Brown Jackson. She was the only person that was against it being done immediately. Like,
I can't imagine how tiring it must be to be her and like work with those people like every day, like being in that system every day, knowing good and well you just. I can't imagine how those conversations. Like I just can't imagine. I can't imagine.
it's scary times, bro. Like it's scary.
it's not even just that they ruled that way, it's how quick they did it. Like, it's like
They wasted no time when it was time to, benefit, you know, those folks. But yeah, like the outrage has been pretty crazy. And I believe Louisiana's primary was May 16th, which was the same week as yeah. So they have already. It's nasty, bro.
this is quite like I've been seeing people comparing this to the civil rights movement. Unfortunately, we have people that are more pressed to go stand in line and sleep in line for a AP swatch pocket watch. But I mean, we're
No more.
actively being screwed over.
Yeah, because I've seen videos about like the fact that like this people had to literally shut down the stores because there was so many people lining up and rushing the. I really pray that we have the same energy and intent and
Vote.
to go vote, right? To go make something happen, bro. So
You know what? Here's what we should do. We should just raise some money, buy like 10 AP Swatch pocket watches, and say, hey, everyone who votes, you enter in this raffle to win one. Just like Elon did. What was it, $1 million?
for
Uh,
what?
for the when Trump was running for president, they did a thing where it's like everyone who votes, you get put into a ballot for $1 million if you vote for. I don't know if it was vote for Trump, but it was some sort of tactic they used to get people to turn out for Trump. And I bet you if we did that, they would say that's illegal, But it's like what do people need? Like I understand we're in a capitalist society where consumerism is at all-time highs and we have people freaking out over dumpling, like toy dumpling box openings. But like what are we I just don't understand. Like, does that mean they're fine being in the back in the slave house as long as they got an AP pocket watch?
Bro, I ain't gonna, and it's crazy. They really missed out because I'm seeing now. I saw it's a company that's making the band like because you with the pocket watch you can take it out of like its kind of like original casing. It's people that are selling the bands and they're a perfect fit match and color scheme. You can look it up. They're selling them for like $163 a band. So you're essentially getting a Royal Oak AP for what's the pocket watch price? Like 400, 500, I think.
499.
$499 plus the
Yeah.
band roughly $650. You're getting essentially an AP for $650 just because people are and I was like, that wasn't rocket science. I knew somebody was going to do that. You don't have to be a genius to know people are going to want the bands because nobody is. No, I'm gonna lie. If you are genuinely walking around with a pocket watch, bro, like hanging, because I saw a picture I think on Twitter, like somebody was like had it attached to a jean holster, just hanging from the belt buckle, just like as it flapping around. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like if you genuinely come to me and I ask you what the time is and you come out with a pocket watch, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Move away from me, bro. But
It's
like,
not even one of the cool ones where you like push the button and it open up.
nah, it's not like if it was at least like one of them joints, like the joint you could like open and like boom boom, like yeah. But it's like it's genuinely like a lanyard and then a watch, bro. Like, but yeah, I knew them bands was gonna be like the first. Like people are literally about it. Like I feel like they could really they really missed it. Making like they're gonna sell out regardless, just because people want to say they have an AP. But like the bands was the killer here in Mero. So
Man,
I would not
people
be
can't even.
surprised if I start seeing them on people's wrist.
I don't know, bro. It's so funny. People can't even pronounce auto. I don't know if I'm saying it or Audemars Piguet. I don't really care. I mean, if I'm being made fun of because I can't pronounce Piguet, uh, blame the American education system, man. I don't know. But it's like people's priorities are so messed up, man. Like I just, and it's not even just our people. Like that's another thing that needs to be understood. Like it's not just black people doing these things. Of course, most of the videos I saw, well, not most. I saw some that were from black areas, but like there were people overseas fighting over. Like what was it in France or something? They were literally fighting, trying to get in the store. Like they were rioting, trying to get in there.
And into AP.
Yeah, or no, I think the Swatch stores are selling them. I don't because AP they're
Yeah,
too
it's
luxury to like.
I think I saw one in Miami. They shut down like the entire mall trying to get into the. I'm like, I really pray that. Why is my camera trolling? I really pray that people
I
like.
might have to change the
Yeah, it's good.
exposure, like focus on the actual camera. I don't know why. Maybe because you're like not close enough to it. It keeps like focusing on the background.
It's cooked, bro. Yeah,
But yeah,
I
it's
really pray people carry that same energy. Like,
please, bro. Like, just vote.
please
Like,
vote.
vote. You gonna stand in line and sleep in line for this? Don't forget. Don't
Nah,
mention
it was,
GTA.
it was generally people. I ain't gonna lie.
Sleep in the line for GTA, but
No,
not
no, I'm not
voting.
sleeping. No, I mean, I'm getting digital, so I don't know about no sleeping in no line. But like, I wouldn't do that even if it was. As much as I let it, I'm not sleeping outside for nothing. But sleep like standing outside, I feel like that's the same level of like 'cause I wouldn't like. It's people that sleep outside for Jordan still probably. I'm like, bro, like, no, I'm not doing that, bro. So
Bro, it's because resellers ruined everything. Like
they
they
they did
actually ruined
that. I do
everything.
understand, like to the point where it's like, bro, like I'm gonna have to pay 10x whatever the original resale price was, bro. Like That's what I'm like, bro. I don't even look for expensive shoes no more, bro. I just got me a pair of Asics, $87 before tax and shipping. That's what I'm on, bro. Like, I don't need no, bro. Like,
Hey, it's dressed for less over here.
bro, like I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm with it. I mean, I don't
I
care
haven't
anymore,
shopped at dress for less in a minute though. I'm not gonna lie.
bro. I'm like, I'm
They,
with it, bro. I'm like, bro, this economy, bro. People be on trolling on StockX and go and all these retail talking about 500, 600, 700 for a pair of shoes, bro. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I would rather, because all I've been buying as of recently, bro, I've literally been buying like running shoes and like casual walking shoes, like on shoes, running shoes, just casual, just like walking, comfortable, cloud, like cushion type of shoes. I'm like, bro, for one, I don't even go out no more to be trying to wear no fancy shoes, and I also just like,
no,
I just can't do it, bro.
I don't blame you. And people used to be able to get fly stuff at the thrift store or the Goodwill, but you can't even get those at those stores no more because I went to Goodwill the other day because I was donating some stuff, and I just went inside to like just see if they had anything. Look at, sometimes they have cool stuff, bro. They had nothing. Like it was pick clean, no decent anything. Like if you needed clothes, like if you literally needed to put some fabric on your body, you could. But I'm like, nothing was like you used to actually be able to get a decent outfit from a Goodwill or a thrift store. Now, everybody's a reseller, bro. Someone's trying to go take a $5 shirt that somebody needs and resell it for a ton of money. I'm like, bro, like this was donated, like because someone didn't want it, which means they're trying to give it to someone in need who needs it, who doesn't have the money to go buy the real shirt or go buy a $20 shirt.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. That's why as of recent, bro, I've been big on like the secondhand shopping and thrifting, bro. Like that's where it's at now. I don't buy nothing off like there are some things where it's like you have to get it off the website, but for the most part, I've really been using apps like Depop and Grail where it's like you negotiate with like sellers who have these items and stuff for like a way lower price than whatever the storefront is selling at. Where I've been trying to like find like, I mean, this area in particular isn't really the best for, type of stuff I'd be looking for. Like just thrifting, bro, going out, finding used stuff, or just still in good quality condition. That's where it's at now, bro. I just can't convince me. Even I think the last time I went to Zara, bro, I was seeing like shirts for like 40, 50 a piece, bro. Like even this shirt I'm wearing right now, this is a Uniqlo, like a blank white tee. Really great quality. These joints are like $20 a piece, bro, for a blank white t-shirt, bro. I'm just like, bro.
Not sponsored, by the way, but hit them up.
That would be nice. That would be nice, bro. Like, yeah, man. It's been a fun week, bro. I'm sure there will be many more new topics and things to that will emerge.
Yeah. Everybody vaccinate your kids. Get the masks prepared. Stack up on your toilet paper. It's about to get bumpy.
Anything else you want to cover, bro? Or you
No,
good?
no, I'm good. I'm good. I think people know what's going on. I mean, we can cover stuff now. I'm sure we'll have more updates on the, I guess, health situations in the world. Ebola outbreak, measles, and I haven't heard much about the hantavirus in a little bit, but that don't mean it's not there. So, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we didn't talk NBA.
Oh no, I did want to talk. Yeah, so, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's so crazy because James Harden really keeps getting away with this, bro. Like, he stunk it up. Like, he had an abysmal game 7 and got gifted a dub, bro. I'm tired of it. Knicks in 5. Knicks to the finals, getting swept by whoever come out the West. Actually, no, they'll probably get a couple games. But I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be the best Western Conference Finals in some years. I'm not missing a game.
Nah, I can't miss a game. I'm not gonna lie. That Wemby is gonna be absolute. Wemby, I turned on the game the other day, bro. Well, last week he literally. I don't know if it was a lob. The more I looked at it, it looked like a lob, but it looked like a miss. Castle shot the ball or lobbed the ball. Wemby caught in the middle of the air, just dunked it behind his head.
Yeah.
Like he's a freak.
Yeah,
he's an alien. And bro, Shea and all that. Well, I haven't really seen too many people talking about this MVP.
Should have been my boys. By the way, I'm a Spurs fan. Have been for the last 3 years, so I just wanted to put that out there.
Well, I'm a Bulls fan, sticking to the code. I mean, I like Wemby though, so I would like to see the Spurs win.
Wait, what draft pick did I get this year? Was it 4, 5?
I think it was. I don't even know. We didn't get. I don't care.
Let me see.
It doesn't matter. The Wizards are actually gonna have a squad next year if AD stays healthy.
That's a very big. Yeah, that's the 4th and the 15th pick. But I ain't gonna lie.
4th and 15th.
I'm trying to think, bro. What you call it? I've seen reports talking about the Wizards. I don't know if it's a smokescreen, but I have. Brandon, if you a GM, what are you doing? Because AJ, he really wants to be in Utah. I don't know what Utah did to him or why he loves Utah. He's from Utah.
He's from Utah.
Bro, he went to high school in Utah. He played at BYU, which is also in Utah. But he had offers from every school in the country. He's opted to stay at BYU, which is in Utah.
Utah?
And mind you, I think my guy, he's also Nigerian too. I don't think I've ever seen a Nigerian in Utah in my life. But like, I guess he just loves the state where he's from.
Is that what happens when you from Utah and you're black and you're actually really good at athletes? Like, do people treat you normal? Because if I go to Utah,
If I go to Utah, they're yeah. I ain't gonna say what they're gonna do to me,
but AJ, I guess because he's like a super good athlete.
But he actually wants to. But it's like I've seen it because I think the Jazz, like if you were the Wizards GM, are you passing up on AJ if they they talking about Ace Bailey in the second pick in the draft? Because that means you can get Ace and you can walk away with Darren Peterson. And Darren Peterson is not like this draft is loaded. Granted, or you go Caleb Wilson. I don't know if people picking Caleb Wilson over DP in the draft, but Ace Bailey plus DP. Are you doing that? Or Caleb Wilson?
Caleb Wilson's nice. I don't honestly, if I could get Ace Bailey and Caleb Wilson, I'm trying to think how they would fit because Trey.
But you also think about the current Wizards too.
That's what I'm saying. But Trey is he get 10 assists a game.
Defense. That's what I'm saying.
Ace is a liability.
And there's no guarantee that AD gonna be healthy. Like Sarr, he's okay, but he's not like a anchor of defense by any means.
Caleb Wilson gonna have to learn how to play defense.
Caleb Wilson, I think he's not the best player. Like he's not the best out of the top four, but I think he has the most upside. I think that he has the most. I think like the way I kind of like look at them, I think AJ is one of them guys you just can't pass up on. I think he's just going to be like a perennial all-star scorer. Like he's like going to score at a really elite level in the NBA. That's how I look at him as. I think he has like. I think Caleb Wilson has the most upside as far as like room to grow. As far as like what he can do in the NBA. I look at Cameron Boozer, like he's not as flashy or like as fancy as the other guys, but I think he's the most efficient and like fundamental player. Like I think like he don't do nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but it's like what he does, bro, it's just like that's gonna make him like a very consistent player in the league. Like you know what you're getting out of Cameron Boozer every game. And then a Cuff, he's obviously a lot smaller and undersized than the rest of them, but I think like he's just like I think him on the Clippers. Well, I don't know because him and Darius Garland. That's a crazy duo, but like there's zero defense. I don't know, bro. It's a loaded draft, bro. That top five is like you can't go wrong with none of them. But I don't know what I'm doing if I'm the Wizards GM. Me personally, I'm taking AJ, bro. I don't care where you want to play. I don't care if you want Utah. You're coming back to DC, brother. Like you don't have a choice, man. Like
for his sake, I hope he get out of Utah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think I don't know what he likes about it. I can't really speak to it. I haven't been in Utah. I don't
have anything good to say.
Hey, man. I'm sure some people look at Maryland and how we view PG the same way, but I can't get behind it. But hey, man, all salute to him. All power to him, bro. He's going to be a star for sure. All of them boys going to be stars.
Facts, yeah.
We're going to see, bro.
I mean, we're going to see. I think AJ, I don't know. I'm looking at the draft predictions. Yeah, Wizards need to be smart, man. Wizards need to be smart here.
I don't remember the last time they had a number one. I think the last time we'll pick was probably John Wall.
Because the Alex Sarr was a number 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, he was 2, I think.
It was Alex Sarr.
Actually, no, Alex Sarr was a number 1 pick.
Nah, I looked it up. I think he was like 2 or 3. I don't know who went number 1 that year.
Really? Yeah. No, I think that was the dude on the Hawks that went number 1. He was Sarr.
Oh, yeah, the French dude.
Yeah, he was Sarr. He was a number 2 pick, yeah.
Both from France. The third pick that year was from the UK.
That draft, if it wasn't for Stephon Castle, bro, that class would be sorry.
Yeah, I don't. And then the NBA page on their draft history, they got Luka, Trey, and what's his name, the center from the Lakers, from Bahamas, Ayton. They got Ayton on it. I don't know why Ayton is next to Luka, but maybe they were the same draft class. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, they Ayton is sorry, bro. You just see his chain.
Yeah, he posted, got.
Yeah, I smashed that. I smashed that, bro. It's just
and then
no
they
way
lost the next.
Like, bro, it's no way you're getting domination change and you suck. That's crazy,
bro. I can't like. I really want to root for him. I do. He just, bro. You can't. You have to think about how things look. You're in the NBA playoffs. You're down 3-0, bro. Why am I seeing a video of you get? Even if you get this chain was picked up months ago, okay, why am I seeing this video now?
You don't post it now. Like that's one of the most tone deaf things I've ever seen from an NBA player. Yeah, he stinks. Him and Julius Randle need to be put in like purgatory, like basketball purgatory. Like they need to be sent to
Jalen Duran.
He also needs to be sent to purgatory. Like all three of them need to just be shipped to the Pelicans and just rot away for the rest of their careers because they just stink. Yeah, I saw a lot of bad basketball in that Pistons squad, bro. I feel sorry for K. He looked he had a stinker in Game 7, but it's like, bro, my man played like 13 games straight, absolutely just carrying his team, and they couldn't help my man with nothing, bro. The Jenkins doing the biggest, yeah, but I just feel bad for him. But I ain't gonna lie, it's still be a good conference finals for both sides. The Cavs and Knicks would be some bum. I got Knicks in 6.
Yeah.
And Spurs and OKC, obviously I'm rooting for the Spurs, but that can really go to 7. I ain't gonna lie, because the Spurs got their number in the regular season. Like they beat them like 3 times straight.
It'll either be Thunder in 6 or Spurs in 7.
Yeah, I
That's
see
what I'm
that.
thinking.
It
Like,
really depends. Because I feel like Spurs are like literally built to match up with OKC. I mean, Shea gonna do what he do. Like he gonna get you his 30 a game, but it's like Wemby be bullying Chet, bro, and Hardenstein, he can't mess with Wemby either. So we're
I
gonna
just
see.
need Lou
It's gonna
Dort
be,
to not play too dirty, bro.
bro.
Not sticking his leg out.
He goes for kneecaps every game, bro.
Stick his leg out, break somebody's leg.
Man, like he's literally gonna try to hurt Wemby, bro. That's all he do, bro. But, hey, man, we gonna be tuned in. First game tonight. I forgot what time it start, but we will be tuned in. Yeah, bro. We gonna pick up on this. We'll pick up on this next episode for sure.
Yes, sir. I hope y'all have a great week. Let's do it.
Great week. Happy Monday, everybody. Y'all have a great work week. Hopefully, let's have a great week. Finish out strong so we can relax for Memorial Day weekend. And yeah, all of that, man. So we're gonna catch y'all on the next episode. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, we will see y'all very soon.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace out, y'all. Have a great week.